So, who said about the comedians becoming very Republican? Was it Matt said that today?
Well,
somewhat facetiously, but go on.
Okay, so about 10 years ago, maybe a decade ago, my son and my daughter and I, we watched this comedian, Sebastian Maniscalco. Do you know who he is?
Yes, I do.
I love him.
I do not.
Freaking hysterical. Was he like maybe the funniest guy ever?
He's also very good in The Irishman.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, in my family, we still have the joke running through the garden every time, like we want to do something. Do you remember that joke with Subway where he goes running through the garden? No,
I don't know if I'm sure
deep into Maniscalco.
It's been a while. I watched his YouTube clips when I was a little younger.
He
was kind of formational.
I know a lot of people like him. I had 2 friends show it to me. I hated it, but I know that he's very popular.
Okay, so the first one was really good. The one before he got married, the one with the running through the garden where I think he said it was about people annoying me. So Saturday night, so he just came out with a new special. The specials have been getting bad since he got married, so they're not as good. But
is it all just like, hey, I'm Italian still?
Yeah, he's like really Italian. I thought, right. So anyway, so picture this. My son is married to a Filipino girl, so she's Asian. Okay, so they just had a baby, so the baby's half Asian, half white. My mother-in-law comes over Saturday night. My son's mother-in-law. We're all here Saturday night. So it's my mother-in-law, me, the kids, the baby, my husband. We're all sitting down, and my son goes, there's a new Sebastian Maniscalco thing out. Let's watch it. My mother-in-law the other mother-in-law didn't know who he was.
Okay.
So we're sitting down and we're watching it. He is so racist. His new one got so racist. He's talking about Asian children and Indian children, and he just like full-blown Republican racist. Like
that does not shock me.
They go where the incentives are, you know. Like this is what they think. This is what makes money. Chappelle got it.
Or he's now headlining Madison Square Garden, and now he feels he can say this. I think
it's chicken or the egg, but it's the same thing with Chappelle. Chappelle got six consecutive Netflix shows where he's now just a transphobe, and I think people can follow that, can lead with that as well.
Or is it because they make so much money that they can that they're just really Republicans because of the tax break? I mean, is that what happens to them, or are they really racist to begin with?
Well, to me,
anything's possible.
His material before this was like it seemed almost self-consciously not touching politics, lots of observational things, if I recall correctly. So it doesn't shock me that once he has a little more clout, that's where he goes to, you know?
I mean, he was so bad. And then he was talking about how dumb he was. Like, he was talking about how his wife didn't know, couldn't believe that Hamilton was black. They saw Hamilton, and she was like freaking out that Hamilton was black. Like, real Hamilton was black. Like, they're so dumb. They didn't get it. And he's like doing a bit like that. Anyway, it was so bad. You need to watch it just to cringe. It's just so cringeworthy, horrible.
Okay. His latest special?
I'm not going to watch that. I've seen that guy. He's a big fucking loudmouth.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah.
He was such an asshole. It's such a shame because I have no following on Twitter anymore because, but I was, ripping him on Twitter, and nobody read it. 4 years ago, he would have had to respond to me. But now, since nobody, reads my Twitter anymore, I was, ripping him, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're
Mindy,
crazy.
I'll throw you a like, and he'll get a little verified notification. How about that?
Oh, he'll get because I'm not verified. I didn't buy this. All right, do that, and then I'll tweet it back to him.
All right, there you go.
But it was terrible. I just want you to know it was terrible. So anybody that used to love him, he was just really bad.
Good to know. Good to know.
I honestly had never heard about him until he was on some sort of anti-woke right-wing thing. And
oh my God, he's so bad.
Didn't he have some sort of hosting gig? Did he host the MTV?
I think he's doing a podcast with a doctor, some kind of.
Nah, he hosted some award show. I'm thinking of. And he did a lot of anti-woke stuff there.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of anti-woke stuff here. It was bad. I was completely, unbelievably humiliated watching it with her.
All right. Well, thanks, Mindy.
Okay.
Thanks for the heads
Love
up.
you. Happy holidays.
Yeah,
Love you. Happy holidays.
He hosted the VMAs in 2019.
Yeah.
Love you too. Bye.
Love you. Bye, Mindy.
How old is he? He hosted the MTV VMAs?
Yeah, I mean, they were just all squawking and walking around. I'm a big, tough guy. Nice. And I was watching it with two friends, and they were loving it. And I said, I don't like this.
I'm trying to get out of the car.
Yeah.
Biker's in my way.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, and he was in The Irishman, but it's like, I mean, that was a nothing role. It's good.
Oh,
it's
yeah, very
good.
We have his opening thing if we want. I'll put in Slack.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna read some IMs and then we're gonna get out of here. Maybe we can play that tomorrow. Golden Oyster Cult. Sebastian Maniscalco has a bit of the new special about a kid at his child school who identifies as a lion, just to give you an idea. Great.
That's the type of thing that the wokes won't want you to do, but it's the groundbreaking humor. That's very original.
Yeah. Golden Oyster Cult. Sebastian Maniscalco has a bit in the new special about a kid. Oh, wait, I just read that. Your mom is in recovery mode. Some of the ways they engage in illegal wage tampering include if my boss fills a shift, they'll pay her worker's rate instead of her own rate. So I might have missed an earlier IM about it, but if you weren't originally scheduled for a shift and you fill in for someone, they might not pay you those hours because they're only going off their own schedule. There have been several times where night shift workers lost an entire night's pay because the clock-in system clocked everyone out at midnight. Just straight up not paying you for a day without any explanation, only having one payroll person handling an entire country and a half.
I would have quit any worker destroying their workplace if that happened to them. I can't imagine how frustrating that is. And that type of theft is the largest by dollar amount in this country.
Christian progressive Emma, I love you on most things, but please stop trying to quote the Bible. I'd expect someone as tolerant as you to please restrain from things you don't understand. I mean, I think it's fine to poke fun at a book that people treat as dogma, and it's caused a lot of harm in this country. I'm just poking fun. And I don't necessarily, I've never said anything bad about Christians generally. I'm just making fun of some of the weirder edicts in the Bible. And there are some weird ones, and people should know.